Okay, people. Let's discuss how are you doing. How are you doing for one? Hope all is well. Hope everyone's well. Hope this finds you well. She's got this place feeling like an oven right this second. Let's get into it. The DOGE or DOGE Effect. Actually, probably more like Doge. Everyone who voted for Trump knew this was coming, saw this coming. He talked about it in every single rally. But I know it's not you guys that are necessarily surprised. Some of you may be. But look. This is the DOGE Effect. We have been complaining for decades about where our money goes, how it's being used. How it's being used. We wanted receipts for every penny that they have spent or are spending. We knew all this time. All of you knew all this time that they were not being forthcoming. They were not being upfront and honest. And now, excuse my language, you want to bitch. Some of the ones that didn't vote for Trump, maybe some of you that did, but you want to complain. About he appointed a certain individual that is very good in business, just like he is himself. Trump, I'm referring to. Trump designated Elon Musk, who's a very good businessman, just like Trump is. And he allowed Musk to hire these young gentlemen to do audits. He can't do that. We didn't vote for Musk, we voted for Trump. Yeah, you did vote for Musk. If you voted for one, you voted for the other one. Musk was the one that got voted in. Trump was. Exactly. And that's who's controlling it. I will invite you to go to the RSBN network on YouTube. You can go to their app and probably find it as well. Either way, you go to YouTube, however you want to do it. Scroll down to where Musk was in the Oval Office, the famous Oval Office. What did they call it? Can't even remember the exact words they used for it now. But it was the famous Oval Office. Where he took on questions where Elon Musk took on questions from reporters. I can't remember the exact name of it right this second. Excuse me if I just can't have total recall like that. I'm not perfect. It's anyway. The day before all that, a reporter asked Caroline, what's her name? I'm still trying to learn these names too. Excuse me. Asked her if it would be possible to have Elon Musk available for them to answer questions by them, possibly in the Oval Office or whatever. She said, "Sure. I'll see what I can do about that. I'm sure there won't be no problem with that. I'll run it by them, and we'll see, whatever." Next day, he's in the Oval Office with Trump and his youngest son. I know his name too. I looked it up the other day when he was on there, when he was present in the Oval Office. I looked it up. I can't even remember what his name is right this second. But anyway, his nickname is X. He's looks be about the age of a toddler, about toddler age. He might be preschool or first or kindergarten, maybe, but I don't think so. The funny part about that whole thing was, if you watch that particular moment that I'm talking about, you watch it all the way through, the little boy is on camera picking his nose, not just one nostril, but both. And he's moving down towards his mouth after he picks both sides. So who knows, if he did, get some extra protein for that moment, get a little snack in. He's a little boy, It was funny. It was funny. Bless his heart. And I don't mean that in a negative way. But he seemed like he's a pretty decent, nice little boy. Loves his dad. You could tell that. Loves his dad. You can kind of tell, that he kind of liked Trump too, because he stood there for the most part, a lot of it, between his dad and Trump. But anyway, Elon Musk, answered questions with the reporters. And, if he wasn't willing to do all that, then that would say that he is not up to par. He's not up to the board. He's not honest. That was him saying, I'll do it. I have nothing to hide. I'm not going to say that, and he even admitted, I'm not going to say I don't make mistakes or I won't make mistakes. But if you notice that there's a mistake, let me know. Ask me about it. Excuse me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. He said, we're not going to bat 1,000 about when somebody's asking about the condom thing, the condoms. That he got the location wrong where they went to. He said, okay, well, fine. He said, but bottom line is, why do we think it's okay to send condoms to any country outside of the United States? Why do we think it's okay to send those condoms or send that money for those condoms? Now, Elon appointed bunch of people to do these audits under the leadership of Trump. So he goes and talks to Trump and says, "Hey, this is what I'm thinking about. I'd like to do." Trump says, "Yeah, go ahead and do it." And if it comes to a moment where Trump, where he wants to do something, Trump, doesn't think it's really necessary, he'll say, "No, not right now. Let's pass on that for right now. Move on to the next one." I believe everyone should be all for these people standing accountable for where they send our money to. If you're a taxpayer, you can only agree with that. Not every check that's been scribed has been legitimate. Some of those contractors, their contracts ended years ago. They might have only been, they might have had a 10-year contract. They did it for like 3 months. And they said, "No, I don't want a part of this no more. I'm done." And the checks are still being dispersed. And they're no longer contracted by us. So why is it okay for them to get paid? Some money is going in the wrong directions for education. Some of it's going in the wrong. A lot of it's going in the wrong directions for the IRS. Why is it that it's fair during the Biden administration that the IRS was allowed to hire a bunch of contract auditors, outside auditors, to audit us taxpayers, but it's not okay for us to hire contract or outside auditors through DOGE to audit them? Why? Like they've been saying on the news, our deficit could just go away just like that if we just do it. Excuse me. Listen, Democrats, liberals, stop fighting this shit tooth and nail. Just makes you guys look guilty. You're arguing and you're fighting about it. I'm not talking about just the ones that are in Congress and Senate. I'm talking about the general public. When you want to argue and say that, these people are Nazis and they're breaking the law. No, they're not. Trump has executive powers. He can override all of it with an order. There are some judges that are not recognizing it. Fine, so be it. Too bad, so sad. We're just going to go up the ladder. We'll go above your head, which we have. You really think you're going to be able to stop us from finding out the corruption? No. We're done. We're tired. You want things to be cheaper all around? Let them do the audits. Let them find the corruption. Undocumented people are getting free money. Why? They're not documented. They're not legal citizens. They came here illegally, which actually they already should be shipped back anyway, and forced to pay that money back, or their country should be forced to pay that money back. Because initially it's their country's fault for sending them here. Yeah, we invited them, but their country released them. mean, I just think all of you that don't want this to happen, y'all are such cowards. You don't want anything to change. You want things to stay the same. You want to be broke-ass idiots. You want to continually pay 2-3 times as much at the store for certain things. How can you be such idiots? How? Go Trump and go DOGE. I could go on and on and on and on about this topic. I think you get the idea. Most of you probably already have the idea. And I hope so. Because it's retarded that I even have to explain it to you. Actually, I don't even have to explain it to you. You already know. You already know that we're telling the truth. You just want to pick a fight. You remember one of my previous videos was titled "Trump Never Left. We are still at war." You remember that? Still coming. Not just with this. Some of you, no matter what is said, you'll never learn. You'll never accept. You'll never admit. Some of you, we just the only way to fix you is just to go ahead and put a bullet in your head. That'd be the only way. But I'm not going to let you take the rest of my life by doing that. By going to prison. You're not worth it. But this is going to be a great thing. As far as the Department of Education goes, and what they're saying is going to affect, special needs kids and disabled kids and stuff like that. No, it won't. I have 2 special needs kids. They both have learning disabilities. They both were diagnosed with learning disabilities, and they both have IEP cases. And I'm not worried one bit. Because I do know with education there has been, still is, undocumented and unnecessary spending. And the money where it should be going that they claim that they, don't have enough of to fund these other things that need to be funded, they can't because there are things that are being funded that are not necessary. I mean, anything involving transgender and all that other crap, none of that is necessary because it's not even real. What needs to happen is those individuals need to be sent to therapy, and they need to go talk to a man of God and get their hearts right because they're demon possessed. But anyway, I guess maybe that covers it for right now. this topic. But yeah, I'm calling it the DOGE Effect, the video. Very fitting. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I got to get up early. Finally get to go back to work. Probably only get one day though. Let's see what happens. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Stay warm. Stay dry. Supposedly we're going to possibly get some snow Wednesday. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, everybody behave yourselves. Quit arguing. We finally got what we wanted and you finally didn't. Bottom line. And hopefully you won't get what you want again for a while. Because we got a lot to fix. And yeah, he's going to work pretty fast. He already has been. But there's a lot to fix. And there's a lot of accountability that needs to be called out. And this is the way to do it. And we've got our border back, and we're adding to it. Anyway, have a good evening. Take care. See you. Be safe. I don't know what the next topic will be on just yet, so it may take a little time. Anyway, later.